Hey YouTube, Dustin here with Superstruck Builds. It's been a bit. We've been busy. Got some crazy stuff here. But we did a big thing last night. I don't think the 1989 Jeep Grand Wagoneer project has even been on the channel because it has been with our body shop. We dropped it off in January. He knew that he had a couple things ahead of us. He said he'd get to it, 6-8 weeks, which was fine. We were picking up our last build. We had another one in the pipeline, no big deal. Got to be March, April, into May, still hadn't heard from him. Finally got back and he said, 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks, cool. Maybe June. Well, friends, it's January of 2021. And we had said enough is enough. So despite having the bus project, which is in its final sanding, ready to go to primer phase, we now have a 89 Wagoneer that, you can see in this dirty garage, is also just in primer. So to be clear, it took him, 9 months to get it reconditioned and in primer. So here we are, chilly January morning. I'm out in the garage and we're tackling a few mechanical issues before I get into the paint. So the bus project is going to be on hold for, I don't know, probably 4, 5, 6 weeks while we get this Jeep done. So today what we're doing is digging into this gnarly engine bay that is just disgusting. Partly because we never cleaned it before we sent it to paint and body, and also because it's covered with Bondo dust. So, got some degreaser on there, we pulled the carb. Step 1 today is going to be putting on a brand new Holley carburetor, which just looks amazing. The carburetor that was on this Jeep was, I think, off of like a 1972 Ford or something. Clearly not the original carb, not one that was even jetted correctly for this engine or anything else. It was running so rich and just bad. So we're gonna get this all degreased, cleaned up, replumb all the vacuum lines, EGR, all that kind of stuff that was hidden back there, and hopefully get a new carb on today. The next project is, let's take this light down and show you all the gruely mess under here. Some of this is just the crap I've blown down from blowing out the engine, but all those spots, combination of oil and transmission fluid. So we've got the oil pan gasket that is bad and the transmission pan gasket that's bad. So they're all pretty much just dumping fluid out. So we'll see if I can get through all that today, and not to mention just how horrible this interior looks now. 9 months of Bondo dust and crap accumulated on it. So definitely have to get in there, clean up the interior, and it's a project for another day. But since it's been a while, I will give you an update on this beautiful 73 bus project. We have completely redone the interior, got noise dampening up. We have Raptor lined the entire floor after sanding, priming, all of that. So we have a perfect base substrate here with Raptor liner on it, so it should be rock solid. We got the noise dampening everywhere. It's all painted, the interior, Volkswagen interior white, pastel white I think is what it's called. Dash is in. You can see we've started some of the wiring. And today, when Neil gets here, we'll probably even do a first start on this engine. I built a fun little starter box. And then the engine bay is painted, done, ready to go. Pretty sure it's just gonna start on the first crank. We've messed with it a bit, diagnosed a few problems. We also got the new empty exhaust on. Factory exhaust had basically just rusted off. So lots of good progress here. You know, our hope was to get primer on it in the next week or two. But now that the Grand Wagoneer is back, we really want to get that one out on the road and hopefully to a new owner who can really enjoy it and appreciate it. And hopefully we get to have some fun in it along the way. So stay tuned. I'll try to be a little bit better about getting some of these build videos in. There was just so much welding and sanding and welding and sanding and Bondo and sanding on this bus that I was just exhausted, but also just didn't make that great of content. So until next time, thanks for watching.